you doing, everyone? It's Kevin. I'm back with another video. Today we're going to be flipping the blades over on our Dewalt planer. This would be the same thing as if you was going to change them. I'm just going to flip them over. I don't know if you know it or not. These blades can be flipped over and reused. And then you have to get new ones. But right now, we've never flipped these. I thought I'd bring you guys along, get them flipped over. So when you get your Dewalt planer, I don't know if you know it or not, but this little thing right here, this is actually your handle. This is the wrench that's going to take off all of our bolts that we need to take off to change this. So we're going to go ahead and spin these bolts out. The 4 on the top. So we're going to put this thing off to the side. Now down in here is where our blades are. Make sure that it's not plugged in. We're going to take the air gun and blow all this out just to get some of the dust out of it. You have 3 little red wing bolts right here. You could take these all out by hand. Be 3 of them. Alright, once you have all of your T-bolts out, we're going to pick up, kind of twist this up, and then pull over, and your dust cover, this is what vacuums all of your chips up. This will come out. Now, there's actually a lock right here on this side. I'm hoping you guys can see this okay. This, once you put your dust cover on, this pushes down, so it'll unlock it, and that locks it. And I'm talking about this piece where your blades are hooked to. So this thing, if I push it down over here, this blade will spin. Okay? I let it up, that blade will lock into place right there. Push it down, and just use a piece of wood to do this with because you don't want to cut yourself. And then what we're going to do is we're going to lock it right there on the top. Now this thing shouldn't turn now, and it won't. Don't use your fingers, use this block of wood. Take the wrench that they have provided you and go ahead and break all of your bolts loose. There looks like there's about 8 of them right here on this piece. So we'll go ahead and start taking these out. You have a little tray right here. Put your bolts in your little tray. Be really careful with your fingers down in here. These are like razor sharp knives. Well, they're not quite razor sharp now because I've been cutting a lot of wood and they're kind of dull. Now, you're going to take the tool that they provided you. If you notice, there's 2 metal things up here. These are magnets. And we're going to use that to pick our top plate off with. This plate right here. Now, we're just going to take this plate, transfer it right over here on this top piece right here. Now, we're going to pull our blade up. This is our blade. What you're going to do is just spin your blade over. So we're going to go ahead and set our blade down on there and make sure those 2 little pins line up. Going to pick our little tool back off, and then we're going to transfer this right back over on top of here. And start putting our screws right back in. Remove our wrench and continue putting our screws in. Now that we got them all started, we'll start up here and we'll work our way right across here getting them tightened down. I always like to just kind of snug mine a little bit first. Now we'll just go over them again and tighten them up. Now once you got that one on, we'll go ahead and push this little plate here down on the side and push your bar with a piece of wood, your blade, and come to your next blade. Then release it. Now lock it into place. So now we're going to go ahead and break all these guys loose. Okay, now that we got them loose, we'll go ahead and start up here, taking them out. You have a little tray right here to put your bolts in. Alright, once you have all of your bolts out, with the tool that they provided you that has 2 magnets on it, you're going to pick up this thing. This is your plate covering your blade. Just bring it straight over and put it down. That way you know what direction it's got to go back on, the same way. Now we're going to take our blade off, and if there be anything on it, you might want to wipe it off with a rag, but be real careful that this thing is very sharp. Be real careful with it. Now we're going to take it just like we took it off, and we're going to spin the blade around like so, and we're going to slide it right back on those 2 pins. I don't know if you've seen them, but there's a pin right here and a pin right there. You're going to set it right back down on them. Make sure there's no debris in there. Then we're going to just put our 1 finger on the blade and let it go down. Take this piece, I'm going to set it back on just the way we took it off. And then we're going to start putting our bolts back in. I like to do a few of them before I pull that magnet back off of there. I like to do a few of them, get them screwed in there. Now I can take my tool off, set it off to the side, and finish putting my screws in. Be real careful, you have a sharp blade there. Don't cross thread your bolts. If they don't feel like they're going in right, back them off and put them back in again. Now we're going to go ahead and snug this up. Give them a good tighten, what you can with your hand. Alright, now once you got that blade on, to get to your next blade, just take your little board and put it on here, push down on this little lever over here, and swing it to your next blade. And then repeat the process. Break them all loose, and then put them back in. Flip that blade just like I told you, just flip it right around. Okay, I'm going to clean a little bit of this up, blow some of this out, and I'm just going to use a little brush to help me clean it out, because I know them blades are very sharp. I think that looks pretty good down in there, so we're going to go ahead and get ready to set our dust cover back on, and then this thing will be done. So we're going to get our dust cover, and we're going to slide it in and then tilt it down, and it's going to push that little lever over there. We're going to take our wing bolts and go ahead and get these tightened up. One more to go. This wasn't as hard as I thought it was going to be. If we just follow them simple little steps, we can change our blades in not very long. About 10-20 minutes you can have everything done and ready to go. Now it's time to place our top back on. And go ahead and screw our bolts back in. Okay, we successfully flipped our blades over. Now, if you're going to change your blades, you're going to do them exactly like that, and it's all going to work out just fine. We're ready to go, and what's really nice is they give you everything you need to actually do this job with. So, I would like to tell everyone, thanks for watching my video. Don't forget to subscribe. Leave me thumbs up, thumbs down, or a comment if you'd like. Till next time.